Hello boys and girls, welcome to ALD. Now last time we did a cool little drawing, didn't we? You got to draw either Mrs. Fox or Mr. Fox and then put him in a setting, him or her in a setting, and you guys did awesome with that. We're going to do something with that today. We're going to do a little something with that. But before we get there, I have my own little picture of Mr. Fox this time. Last time I had Mrs. Fox, this time Mr. Fox. And I'm going to draw the setting while we talk. Now, it's a lot of fun to make a drawing, right? To make up a drawing of something that's going on. Sometimes, though, we can make our drawing and people aren't quite sure exactly what's going on all the time. I mean, you can kind of tell by telling what the setting is. Remember where everything's going on. You could tell kind of with that, but it's hard to sometimes to completely understand unless you add something, right? And it's not color. It's not more characters, right? What we could add to these is words. Yeah, some words. So I'm right now I'm adding color, and you might be able to recognize what's going on here, but you might not. So that's where a story comes in. That's right, a story. So we're here drawing. Oh, and please excuse, I'm going to put an orange sun up. I'm going to put an orange because I don't have a yellow. I don't have a yellow marker here with me. If I did, it would be very hard to see anyways. So I'm putting up here an orange sun. And there's my orange sun. You can see that, yep, okay. And up in the sky, let's add a seagull flying overhead, and maybe a buddy over here for him. And two seagulls going around. Alright, now you might know what's happening here, but it's kind of hard to tell, right? You might not know for sure. So everybody might have their own idea, and it's not the story that I wanted to tell. So, how could I solve that? How could I solve that? I could write a story. Now, that might sound a little bit like a lot of work. Like a story. You know, stories that I read are 5, 6, 8, 10 pages long. Mr. T, you want me to write 10 pages? No. I want you to write just a couple sentences. A couple sentences telling me a story. Don't just say what somebody's doing. Say what's happening with it. So let's take a look. This is Mr. Fox, right? And we're going to brainstorm. Or I'm going to brainstorm. I'm going to demonstrate how to brainstorm for you. Brainstorm a story. So I'm going to look around. What am I trying to tell with this? Well, I have Mr. Fox, who's very happy. It's a beautiful day out. Mr. Fox decided to go surfing. So, let me think of the different pieces that I brought together. It's a beautiful day. We have Mr. Fox. He decided to go surfing. Okay, I could come up with a sentence. So I could start off like this. It was a nice day. It was a nice day. There's my first sentence. I write that out. It was a nice day. So what happened because it was nice? So it was a nice day. Mr. Fox decided, Mr. Fox wanted to go surfing. Mr. Fox wanted to go surfing. So we'll say, Mr. Fox went to the beach. Mr. Fox began to surf. So just thinking of that, I came up with 4 sentences just off the top of my head, just thinking about this. And it told the story that I wanted to tell. Because I wanted you guys to see this and say, that is Mr. Fox surfing. But he might not know, because right here, without the color and everything, it looks like he could be stranded on an island, right? Or on a raft somewhere. But he's on a surfboard in my picture, but you might not know that. That's why it's important to tell our story also. It's great to draw our story, but then it really comes to life when we write it as well. So I want you to tell me your story about your Mr. or Mrs. Fox picture. And do just like I did. Talk it out. If there's somebody sitting with you, you guys talk about the picture that you drew and what you wanted them to do. What story were you trying to tell? So again, mine says, it was a nice day. Mr. Fox wanted to go surfing. He went to the beach. Mr. Fox began to surf. And again, don't worry so much about spelling. Don't get caught up trying to figure out how to spell one word and then lose your train of thought. I don't want you to lose your ideas. I want you to say the word slow. That's being a problem. Whatever word's giving you trouble, say it very slow. Write all the sounds you hear. And then I want you to write them down and underline that word and move on. Okay? I want you to move on. So take a look at this. What story are you going to tell us? What are you going to tell us? Well, I know. Hey, Mr. Fox, I know what story I'll tell. Yeah, which one's that? That everything that happened in this picture really happened. Really? You really went surfing? Oh yeah, I go surfing all the time. It's so awesome. Wow, I didn't know that. I just do this because I thought it'd be fun. Oh, yeah, I go surfing pretty much every day. Really? That's pretty amazing, Mr. Fox. I didn't know foxes liked water that much. Well, I do. I'm Mr. Fox. I like a lot of things most foxes don't. Well, okay. Well, that doesn't. Look at that. Does that look like Mr. Fox? Not bad, huh? It's almost like I took a picture of you. Huh, Mr. Fox? I wouldn't go that far, Mr. T. All right. Thank you, Mr. Fox. Thank you for coming by. Boys and girls, have fun with this. This is fun. Tell your story. Huh, Mr. Fox? Yeah. Tell me what you want me to see of your picture. It'll be so cool. All right, Mr. Fox. You're so cool, Mr. Fox. No, you are. No, you. No, you. No, you. No, you. All right. We got to go. Boys and girls, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.